Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. It's caught. Smith. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he finds Howard complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. To throw is Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Three. Four's the mic. C6. Focus, defense, focus. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Shift.
Check. Check hot route.
One.
Mariota on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Echo. 44. Mike. 44. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You go 3.
44's the mic. 44.
Mariota to throw it. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Check.
Oh, you got deep?
1. 44. Mike.
I 7, let's go.
I got it. Four's the mic. Mike.
Again, it's Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. 74 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Come on, West.
Long day. That's going to be a long day. Wide. Get wide.
Ready?
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Don't be mad.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I 7. Mike, 55. Get it.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hey. Check Mike, 99. On the ball. Check Mike, 99.
A first down throw for Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Push him back. Check Mike.
Throwing is Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
25, check 25, check 25. One. 3.
6.
Mariota. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Get that ball. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
5. Yeah. Check.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Jim.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Go.
Looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the 2nd quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
44. Delta. 44. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo. Bandit. Bandit. 44. One.
1st down, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mariota now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. To the air again, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check the out. Go.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. I got you.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
6-6, bullet 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Hey,
He'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On the ready.
Go against the mic. Here we go, D.
Quickstone, travel.
Just me and you. It's just me and you.
Snap.
They run the draw play with Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Now Mariota. Incomplete.
Mariota's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Come on, D.
From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Mariota now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check Mike now. Charlie. Here we go, D.
Throwing, Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, 10. You better bring.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99.
It's been a long day for Haywood.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mariota again. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Mike 52. Mike 52. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Play action now. Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Strong right. Scene 6. We got 3. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
I got him.
To try again after the sack. Mariota finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack, 77 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming.
One.
51 to Mike.
Mariota to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Malaj. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Draw play, this is Hines. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Bravo.
Mike, 55. Check.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Topper.
Hey, watch the ball. 58, right over there.
Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Smoke. 44, Mike, 44.
To throw Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Delta.
Don't say nothing.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check off.
They'll throw again. Mariota. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Again, it's Mariota. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tremont Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Go. All day, dog.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw here. And this one completes a read. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that one is is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mack off the draw play. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey, Delta. Big grip.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, Steve 6.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
7.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Watch the out. Man left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing here, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's